Hello, and welcome to Allegedly, a pop culture podcast. I'm your host, Jorden. I grew up with celebrity drama from Us Weekly, People Magazine, TMZ, all thanks to my best friend, mom, and co-host, Beth.
Hello.
Pop culture became our way of life, so here we are, tuning in to discuss our top stories of the week.
Hello.
How's your week been? Haven't seen you all week.
I know. You didn't come to dinner this week.
Yeah. What's new in your life?
What?
Said, what's new in your life?
Oh, nothing new's happened this week. We are podcasting from my office, make it a little more quieter, and we both have a little alcoholic beverage to lighten the mood a little.
So hopefully no dog feet.
No dog feet, no dog barking.
Yeah.
They are chewing outside the door.
Hopefully you can't hear that. But that's okay. My week's been meh.
Meh.
Nothing like bad has happened, but nothing like good either.
Yeah.
It's just a week.
It's just a middle of the month week.
The news has been depressing.
Oh, so sad.
Pop culture really hasn't been, popping off.
No, and no celebrities are coming out with strong statements about the war.
I've seen a few celebrities coming out.
I mean, finally, they're coming out in support of Israel, but it's not many, and it's very noticeable the people who aren't. So,
do you think they feel pressured to do it?
Absolutely.
Do you think they should?
No.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it, actually.
I don't need to hear celebrity opinions on a war that they probably know nothing about.
Yeah, they're just
really
being like,
yeah, because
pressured.
because the more they talk about it, some of them, the worse people they sound like.
Yeah. I've seen some celebrities sharing pictures with like text over it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like not knowing what they're doing, and it ends up being the complete
opposite side. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like
terrible.
deleting it. It's really just awkward.
Oh, making a statement and then deleting it is even worse than not making a statement.
Kylie Jenner got roasted for deleting her statement, or she posted like one picture and got roasted and immediately deleted it. It's been crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't think there's a right way to handle the situation for anybody. I mean, it's personal preference, because I think like some people are going to be offended.
People are going to be offended either way. Yeah.
But for the record,
I am anti-terrorist.
I am anti-terrorist.
And I'm pro people life. It's just so sad.
It's very sad.
Innocent lives shouldn't be taken.
No. So let's try to make this a little more upbeat than the first
lighter.
5 minutes of this.
That was like 2 minutes. But yeah, let's.
Okay. So,
yes. What are you trying to say?
I don't know. Well, I didn't know if you wanted to start like jumping off into stories, if you want to chit chat a little more about like, oh, I do have a question for you that I was going to wait and ask you when the microphones were on.
That's rude. What?
Did you make an appointment for your wedding dress shopping?
I meant to bring that up because I tried to, but then all of the date was taken. Like, I'm glad you pointed it out that you need a reservation.
Yes.
So they were booked a few weeks out, and I was with Nat, my stepmom, and then like the one that was available ended up being like on our Friendsgiving. So I think we're gonna have to push it to like December, the first couple weekends. But I know your birthday is the first week of December, so I don't know if you're doing anything. If we need to do like the second weekend of December.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have any plans. I mean, I don't think we have any plans.
So for the record, no, I did not, but yes, I tried.
Hey, I am so proud of you for trying. It's very adulting.
You didn't have to remind me again.
Again. Yeah, so that was on my list of things to ask.
You want to talk about my mistake when I was at Taco Cabana, since you think it's so funny?
I think it's hilarious, and the problem of recording a podcast now is like we have to censor ourselves in our little daily chit chat. We talk literally twice a day, every day, for at least 20 minutes a day. So funny stories, we're having to like, oh, wait, don't tell me yet. Because I want like a general reaction. So
it's kind of sad. I kind of don't like it.
It's hilarious.
I meant like having to save our talk and chit chat.
Yes, that does suck.
Sad.
But I think when we get a little better of faking a reaction, maybe. Okay, so Monday, Jorden called me and she was in line at Taco Cabana to get breakfast.
Yes. Okay. I mean, no one's going to think this is funny. I'm
think
only
it's
telling
hilarious.
it for you. So I go to Taco Cabana in the morning to get breakfast tacos sometimes. And I normally get 2 breakfast tacos and like, I don't know, a coffee. And I'm pretty sure I never spend more than like $6 to $10. And my mom and I were on the phone just talking about, I don't know, life. And I'm like, hold on, let me order my food. And then they tell me the price and it's like $24. And I literally reacted on the phone with my mom and I was like, whoa, because I got a water.
You said, it must be the bottle of water.
And it did not occur to me like the big giant jump until after. And I'm like sitting there waiting and I was the only person there. And when she handed me my bag, it was so heavy and I had to actually look at my receipt and I'm an idiot. They gave me 8 of one taco. And whenever I was ordering, the lady was like, just one potato, egg, and cheese or whatever I got. I'm like, yeah, 1. And now, like after it occurred to me, she was asking just 1 because apparently I had just ordered 8 before that. So
oh my gosh,
it was really funny and really stupid. And I cannot believe I didn't just think $24 was a ridiculous amount of money for 2 tacos, coffee and a bottle of water. Literally, who am I?
Oh my God, I laughed so hard.
This is why you don't just hand your card over. Literally, they could have, I don't know. I mean, I'm an idiot.
Oh, but did you say, hey, wait a minute. This
no,
is too many tacos.
I didn't even look at my receipt. I'm like, okay, thank you. And then she hands me this heavy ass bag and I'm like, just looking around to myself like, what? Yeah. So, moral of the story, please ask them to tell you your order back and question how much you're actually spending. If you go there often enough, you should literally know you spend $6, $6.24 or whatever.
Gosh. So funny. Jorden, it made me laugh so much because I would do the same thing. I went to the donut shop one time to get Dwayne and I a chocolate twist, 1 apiece. And then I went and 2 chocolate milks and I got a Dr. Pepper. And it was like $15. And I was like, God, how much is that Dr. Pepper? No, I didn't say anything. I paid $15 for two donuts. Yeah.
That's literally the exact same thing.
I know.
To me.
And that's why it's so funny to me because I did the same thing. Oh, it's so funny.
I'm trying to think if I have anything else from my week that's been exciting. But no.
I did buy something exciting.
What'd you buy?
Well, I don't know if I've told you, but in my quest to become a pro jump roper, I bought a jump rope from the TikTok shop that counts the jumps and counts the calories as you do it.
I really need to see you jump rope.
Jorden, I'm getting good. I mean, I'm getting pretty good, I will say. However, when the last time we worked out, which was Tuesday, it was really windy outside and I was jump roping and the wind was blowing so hard, the jump rope whipped me in the back. It whipped me on the back of the legs. I said, oh no, it is too windy to be jump roping.
Gosh, that's some powerful wind. They're going to say it like blew you over.
No, it just whipped me in the back and left me like a whelp on my back.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And jump ropes are like, thick,
they're like cords.
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah. So,
So you're not like counting in your head anymore? You're going to have something that's actually tracking it?
Yes. Because when I'm working out, it's like my, in between my sets will be like my, to get my heart rate up.
Yeah.
So I allow myself to mess up twice. And then I go for my walk after my jump rope. But I lose count of how many jumps I'm actually doing.
How many can you do? What number are you getting to?
I mean, like 50.
Pro jump roper.
But that's only like a first mess up.
I mean, honestly,
but
you're doing
then
good.
I do it again. But to be honest, like literally trying to jump, like if you're just standing there trying to jump rope and to like hoist your body off the ground, like I haven't jumped rope since I was a kid. And it's weird.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So, stay tuned. I'm going to give you a weekly jump rope update.
I mean, I'd love to hear it. That's so funny.
So, any stories this week? And Jorden didn't come as prepared as she did last week.
No, honestly, I told you it hasn't been a good week, and I haven't found the time to like sit down. And none of the stories have felt just like newsworthy. Like I feel like I should, talk about them.
Yeah. The only thing that's happened this week is Jada.
Will and Jada, yeah.
And let's just jump right into it because she is literally becoming the most hated celebrity.
Really? I haven't read much because I knew you were going to talk about this, so take it away.
So, Will and Jada have been married for 23 years, 20-something years.
Since like 1990 something. I saw it earlier today.
I think like 90...
97? 93? 92? 87.
I don't know. I didn't write that date down.
Oh, okay.
In my notes. But she is coming out with a book. So she is doing the book talk tour. Not a book talk.
Oh, I was like,
tour.
wait, it's called book talk?
No.
Okay.
That's TikTok. So she's on a book tour talking about her book. And she was on the Today Show.
What's it called? Do you know?
It's probably like how to fucking embarrass my husband 10 times over and over and over. But it's not. I don't know what it's called. But she is putting out some outrageous statements that we just don't understand. So we all know that Will slapped Chris Rock in the Oscars 2 years ago.
Right.
And it was because Chris Rock made a joke about G.I. Jane and her being bald. So he came back. Oh, the book's called Worthy. So Will Smith came back to his seat, and you could tell Jada was pissed. She didn't look pissed in the beginning, then she became pissed after Will got up there and slapped Chris Rock. So...
Can I chime in on that? So I saw that Jada said when the slap initially happened, she thought it was a skit until Will walked back and she was like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And then she realized like that was real and really happened.
Yeah. Also, she claims that she was shocked when Will Smith referenced her as his wife. Because he said to Chris Rock, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." And she was apparently flabbergasted because they've been separated for apparently 7 years almost.
Boom, bomb. Literally, no one knew that.
Like,
what?
Really?
They've done so many red carpets together.
They've done so many red carpets, so many interviews. They're trying to portray this united front, this strong marriage.
Yeah, they literally have those iconic photos of Will like with his arms out presenting Jada on the red carpet.
Exactly.
Okay.
So Will, this is the second, well, no, literally this is like the 5th time that she has made him look like a chump.
Poor guy.
Like, where is he? Is he okay? Does he know he's been separated for this long? So the whole thing, doing a deep dive with TikTok, of course, that's where I get all my news. It goes back to 2016, and apparently, allegedly, Will Smith had an affair with Margot Robbie, who is in Suicide Squad with him. Apparently a long affair, like years affair.
Yeah, there's and they 2 had movies.
Yeah. And they had like this super deep connection. And there's pictures and selfies of them posted all over the place. So that might be where it started. Because on one of her Red Table Talks that she had Will on and admitted that she had an entanglement with August,
yes,
which is Jaden's son, her her son's friend.
Yeah.
I mean, like half her age. It's
Yeah.
disgusting. And Will is sitting there just like.
That's where those memes came from, where his eyes are like watery and like he's crying.
Well, I mean, I watched the Red Table Talk today just to get some reference, and it doesn't look like he's crying.
Oh, okay.
He does look uncomfortable.
See a black shirt?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I know she doesn't have any hair.
Okay.
Sorry.
Alopecia.
It is alopecia. Sorry.
Continue.
He does look uncomfortable, but now knowing the backstory, he kind of looks like he's there like under duress. Like he doesn't want to be there. He's trying to like give Jada his celebrity to make this Red Table Talk
a success.
Literally
no one tunes into that.
Nobody tunes in. So he's like, okay, I'll come on. So she said that she had an entanglement, and he was like, oh, that's what we're calling it, an entanglement? You had a full-on relationship. She's like, yes, I did. I had a full-on relationship, but we were separated at the time.
So interesting.
So Will was like, yeah, it's fine. Like, apparently it was fine. Apparently we thought they got back together because her and August split up.
Yeah.
And
she put on the whole United Front thing.
Yes. She said they were separated at the time. Is it because that she thinks that he had an affair with Margot Robbie that she had this entanglement? So on the Red Table Talk, she and Will said there will never be a reason for them to get a divorce. They are going to ride or die. Well, they literally fist bump and said, ride or die.
I'm just so
bad
confused.
Marriage for life.
Ew,
and we thought that was
Bad
weird.
Boys reference.
Yeah, but she said bad marriage.
Yeah.
So
weird.
Was she telling us then that they're in a terrible marriage? We don't know. So Will like literally got on stage, slapped Chris Rock for
how many years is that after?
Well,
that
this happened in 2016 is when they had that
and then
entanglement.
the slap just happened
just 2 years ago almost at the Oscars. And now he's banned from the Oscars for 10 years.
Oof.
I mean, where is he? Is he, like I said, is he okay? Because this is coming out and it looks terrible for him.
We haven't heard anything about him since then. Like he went into that treatment or whatever after.
Yes. And he has yet to personally apologize to Chris Rock.
I thought he had.
Publicly.
Oh.
Yeah, he said it publicly. But when Chris Rock did his stand-up.
Oh, that's right. I did watch that.
Yeah,
okay.
He hasn't reached out. So we find out at Jada's interview with Hoda on the Today Show, she's talking about her book, and she said that Chris Rock actually came over to her, like when it was commercial break, came over to her, squatted down, and was like, Jada, I'm so sorry. I meant no disrespect, no harm. It was a joke. And she was like, it's fine. This is some shit that isn't about this. Like, this is what's going on over
So he
here.
just became like the collateral damage to whatever was actually happening between them.
Yes. And Will and Jada had kept it under wraps for so long until it boiled
Boom,
over.
breaking point.
And literally just about ruined Will Smith. Like,
yeah.
Like he had so many, not so many deals. I don't know. But he's been banned from the Oscars. Like he's been dropped by, I know 2 endorsements. I don't know who. So Jada is looking like literal psychopath. With the, I can't wait to read the book. I'm going to read the book just because it's just weird. And she has this weird obsession with Tupac.
Who she dated, like in the 90s? Or
she dated
80s?
in the 90s.
Okay.
The early 90s.
Early 90s.
Like when she was 18 years old.
Oh.
But, and she says Tupac is the love of her life. Next to Will Smith.
Were they dating when Tupac died?
No. She was already married, already pregnant
that
with
was late 90s.
Jaden. Yeah.
Okay.
In 96. She was already pregnant and getting married to Will Smith. They never even slept together. Like she was 18 years old and they just had like a deep connection.
If I were Will Smith, that feels like a slap in the face.
So Will Smith was on a podcast with Charlemagne the God. And he was like, hey, do you ever get jealous of the
just like deep connection?
Deep connection that she had with Tupac? And he was like, fuck yeah, I did. Like, it's terrible. It's disgusting. Like, I don't understand it. Also, Willow, who she's 22 now, I think, but when she was like 7, she wrote a letter to Tupac, who had been dead for 10 years by this point, never met Willow, and said, I know you're still alive. I wish you would come back to make my mom happy, because that would make me and my mom happy. Like, how weird is that?
It's very cringe, and that just has to mean Jada was talking about Tupac like
Exactly.
a lot.
And she said that
Makes me
new
uncomfortable.
that movie that came out, that biopic of
Yeah.
Tupac, All Eyes on Me. She was the only one who was like against it because of the portrayal of her in the movie. I don't remember her in the movie. I know I watched it, but I don't remember, because she's saying that she had such a deeper connection with Tupac.
Oh, like it didn't do it justice.
It did not do it justice.
She was just someone.
Yeah. It's
For
just,
him.
it's weird. The whole thing is weird. She's coming out like a super villain. Like,
It feels,
it's not a good look.
Yeah, it feels like she's just clinging to the Tupac thing
Yes.
to like stay
Yeah.
relevant a lot.
And I wonder how much of Tupac is going to be in her book.
if she was only 18, I mean, that's not a very long part of her life.
Yeah, but look how much she's still going on. I mean, almost 27 years after he's been dead.
Weird.
And now that they've just arrested that guy, she's probably on cloud 9 and wants to keep bringing him up again.
So true. Money train.
Yeah.
Which I feel like all this was anyway. This is just
Oh,
major PR promotion.
major.
I literally didn't know she had a book coming out until I saw the story with Hoda
Yeah.
interview.
Yeah. And she said that, she's saying that they have been separated, which is what the story to begin with, was that they've been separated since 2016, like 7 years now.
So since the entanglement?
Since the entanglement. And that she will never divorce Will. He will never divorce her. Like, they're not going to get a divorce like that. They've already decided.
Legally, like, they are always going to be man and wife, like married.
Yes,
but
they have
not.
lived separate lives in separate places for 7 years.
It just doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense.
Do they still talk? Are they still in contact? Like, are they still friends? Like, I don't understand.
I don't. That's what I said.
the
Where
whole
is Will Smith?
Bad marriage for life. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't know. Like,
What's the benefit?
Well, allegedly.
What?
I mean, if you want to dive deep into like conspiracy theories, which I love.
Okay.
I hate even putting it out here because it's so.
Tell me. What's it? What is it?
It's allegedly that Will Smith is like on the down low in these like crazy sexual parties with other men in Hollywood.
What?
Yes. For long standing. And if I throw some names out there,
Is he a closeted gay guy?
That's what they.
That's what they're saying. That's what that means.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The download. That's what. I think it's like. I don't want to sound like an idiot, but I think it's black men that they're on the DL. That's what it's called. I've seen.
That's literally what it's called.
Yeah, the DL.
Oh.
But they're still married. They have wives, but
Who is another one?
Quincy Jones,
What?
record producer. I mean,
Rashida Jones' dad.
Yes.
I mean, literally Quincy Jones. You don't even need to say more than that.
yes. P. Diddy,
No way.
Usher.
No, literally no way.
Usher has been allegedly linked to sexually doing stuff to Justin Bieber when he was first.
No. Where are the receipts for that?
I mean, Jorden, you really need to dive into TikTok because Usher discovered Justin Bieber. They speak no longer. They're
And it's alleged because of
It's
some sort of like
alleged.
sexual
Yes.
abuse or something.
Yes.
Ew.
Yeah. So apparently there are these parties that Will Smith has at his house, that Diddy has at his house, that it's like crazy black men having these crazy sexual parties.
Orgies.
Sexual orgies with each other. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am going. I don't know what I would look up on TikTok to figure out how to get there, but
Oh, look up Quincy Jones. Look up Puff Daddy. Like it's
Okay.
all, especially now, it's like all over the place.
wow.
Maybe my algorithm in TikTok.
That is, this is the first I'm hearing of this completely. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really want Will Smith to come out and say something. I don't think he will. Because it's not necessarily like a smear campaign against him. It's just like...
It makes him look like a chump.
I mean, everyone thought that when he did that Red Table Talk back in 2016.
True. But like, what is it that she has on him that she keeps doing this? Embarrassing him. Humiliating him.
I saw it was because of the Margot Robbie affair, but I mean, it could be the DL thing.
It could be the other men.
Yeah.
It could be the sex with men.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That is crazy.
When does the book come out? Do you know?
The 24th of this month. Or maybe that's Britney's book.
Oh, hers comes out soon too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's my next story.
Okay. Speaking of Britney, go ahead.
Speaking of Britney, she just announced that, her book is coming out on the 24th. And it's...
Hold on, wait. I'm going to look up for the audience. Worthy is coming out on...
Can I just say how crazy it is that we have an audience?
It's really exciting. Hello, audience.
It is so crazy. Like, we didn't talk about this at the top of the podcast, but Jorden put this out on Facebook, and people have been so nice.
Honestly, it's really exciting. I've got text messages and like Facebook messages, and
it's been so crazy. Like, oh my God, like, what happens now? Like, do we call Hollywood or do they call us? Like, what's next in our fame?
Honestly, that's so funny you think of it that way, because I was like talking about it in therapy, and I feel like validated. Like, I feel so supported by people in like our village. It's really nice. I feel good about myself.
Yeah. It's really, I thought I was going to be so embarrassed. I mean, I totally am embarrassed, but people are so nice and supportive and have said such good things. And for this to be like our third one, like, I love it. I think it's so fun.
I think it's really fun.
I think it's fun doing it with you. And that people are listening, that's the crazy part.
You literally, after I'm not even going to say took off, because maybe we have over like 130 listens, which... Thank you, everybody, friends and family. You are amazing. And I hope you continue to listen. But she got so excited. She purchased 150 stickers for, I don't know what. What are we going to do with these stickers?
We're going to place them on things for people to listen.
And then she bought us sweatshirts, like me and her.
Yes.
And tote bags. Mom, we only have 2 episodes out, and you like ran with
Jorden, but you need a tote bag to carry all the stuff.
I've been using my Eras Tour tote bag.
No, you need a allegedly one. And when we take like a promo pic, we're gonna need matching sweatshirts.
That will be really cute. I'm loving this. I really love doing this with you.
Me too. It's so fun. Okay. Anyway, back to Britney Spears.
Oh, hold on.
Wait.
So, it says Worthy was originally published October 4th, 2023. It's going to hit shelves October 17th.
Oh, that's next week.
Oh, wait. Today's the 13th. That's literally what?
I'm going to read it.
Cool. Okay. So now another book, memoir coming out is Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, October 24th.
October 24th. Do you know her title?
The Woman in Me.
Ah, good for you. Okay.
She has come out and said that Michelle Williams from Dawson's Creek will be narrating her book.
Also, Heath Ledger's.
Yes,
female.
And
she was in
Brokeback Mountain.
Yes, Brokeback Mountain with him.
She's been nominated for an Oscar 5 times.
I did not know it was that many times.
Me either.
For what movies?
Probably Brokeback Mountain.
Was that Marilyn Monroe movie one of them?
That was terrible. Yeah, I don't know.
My Week with Marilyn.
No, that was terrible.
I liked it at the time. I don't know.
I think it's a Lifetime movie.
Oh, maybe it was. Eddie Redmayne was in it. There's no way it was a Lifetime movie.
I mean, it wasn't in the theaters.
Whatever.
Maybe
I'll
like
follow
a Hulu
up on that.
production.
No,
or something.
that was years ago. Okay, fair enough.
But she was in The Greatest Showman.
True. She has a great voice.
Yeah. So maybe that was like an ensemble Oscar. Like, what else has she done?
Hold on, I'll look it up. Okay. For the record, Michelle Williams has been nominated for Best Supporting Actress in Brokeback Mountain. Best Actress in My Week with Marilyn. I was right.
Wow.
Back in 2012. And in 2011, Blue Valentine, the movie with Ryan Gosling, the one that he's in with Eva Mendes.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know she was in there.
What? She was his wife. Or
no,
not?
I didn't know
No.
Michelle Williams was in it.
Yeah. She died.
Is that-
She was who he was with in the beginning.
Isn't that where he's like grungy and on a motorcycle?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then she was nominated in 2017 for Best Supporting Actress, Manchester by the Sea. I don't know what that is. Oh my gosh. And then Best Actress 2023 in The Fabelmans. Don't know what that is either.
I think that's like a Amazon show.
I thought the Oscars were just movies.
Oh.
The Fabelmans is a 2022 American coming-of-age drama film. It was a Steven Spielberg movie. Semi-autobiographical story, loosely based on Spielberg's adolescence and first years as a filmmaker.
Oh.
Interesting. I know nothing about Steven Spielberg. All right.
He did E.T.
Steven Spielberg did E.T.
And Jaws.
Okay, I knew that. What else?
I don't know.
We literally are like, we love celebrities. We love gossip. He's like one of the biggest filmmakers, and we can name
but he's
two
not a
movies.
hot actor. Like, those
No,
are the
but
ones we know.
But he's like the one who directs all of the hot actors.
True.
Indiana Jones.
Mm.
What's recent?
Does he still do it?
Oh yeah, I knew this. He did the rendition of West Side Story with Ansel Elgort.
Oh,
in
that's the one we
2021.
went to the movies.
Yes, he
I
did
loved
that
it.
one.
That's the first time I ever saw that.
He recently that was the first. Add that to my list of movies. So we have dinner weekly. I feel like this is important to say.
Yeah.
We have dinner weekly every Tuesday.
Yeah.
And my mom, my stepdad, and me, we do like a round robin where we have dinner and someone picks a movie for us to watch for the week.
Anything they want.
Literally anything. The worst movie we've seen so far. Sorry for all the men out there. Billy Jack.
Oh, terrible.
And,
terrible. That was Dwayne's pick.
And the universe is like cosmic. I mean, all these weird connections. I'm watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch because I finished Golden Girls, so I needed something new. The amount of times Billy Jack has been referenced astounds me. The vice principal has literally dressed up as Billy Jack.
What?
And
Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
And I knew I had heard the name Billy Jack before,
I've never
but I
heard
didn't
it
know
before we
where.
watched it.
And it's 100% from Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
I have never even heard of Billy Jack. But when I told my mom about Billy Jack, she's like, "Oh yeah, I remember that." I'm like,
I mean,
I've never heard that in my life.
She's kind of old, so that movie was seriously old.
It was terrible.
Sorry, Mimi.
It was terrible.
Anyway, I forgot what I was saying before that. Steven Spielberg. That's how he got there.
Yeah.
And then before that, Michelle Williams. Okay, and Michelle Williams is narrating Britney Spears' memoir.
Yes.
Okay.
Britney said that the stuff in the book is very revealing and heart-wrenching at the same time, and so emotional
I'm
that
scared.
she does not think that she is able to read it. I think she's going to read like the prologue, and
Oh, I cannot wait to listen to this audio book.
Oh, I can't wait either.
Oh my God.
So she said that she's just going to record a small part of the book. But
okay.
I wonder like how that even happened. Like, does she call up Michelle Williams? Like,
probably. And Michelle Williams probably said, hell yeah, let me drop everything.
Let me read Britney Spears'
Let me
book.
do this for you.
I was thinking like if somebody was going to read it for her, it would have been somebody like, I don't know, like Reese Witherspoon, like who does books.
What is the connection to Reese Witherspoon and Britney
Because
Spears?
she has a book club. Like that's if you think about book clubs, it's Oprah's book club and Reese Witherspoon's book club.
Michelle Williams has like a semi-troubled past. She was also big in the 90s.
True.
They kind of grew up in the same time. They very well could have crossed paths at some point.
True.
Maybe she sees herself in Michelle Williams.
I don't know. I just don't get the connection of Michelle Williams. Like, why her? Like, I don't even think she has a distinct voice.
I got it for you. I got it. I got it. Okay. So according to page 6, an insider says, there was a mutual attraction from all sides based on Britney's powerful narrative and what Britney went through and Michelle's own integrity and history with her own emancipation issues. Okay. Williams was allegedly emancipated from her parents at age 15 so that she could pursue an acting career and work. So, we've solved that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, it says Britney's only reading a small part. Wow.
Yeah. And I saw that her dad told TMZ that he will not be reading the book. Like,
Shocker.
He said that she has trashed me so much in public, I have no interest in reading it.
Did you also, you know what? I thought we weren't going to be prepared, but look at us, because did you see that Britney Spears was just in the hospital? Her dad.
Oh, the dad? No.
Yes.
Why?
That I can't tell you. Hold on.
But did we even mention that Jamie Lynn Spears was like the first to get voted off of Dancing with the Stars? Good. She didn't deserve to be voted off first. That was terrible.
What kind of dancing experience does she have? None. She's related to the best pop dancer ever. But has she ever danced? No.
Well, that's
Zoe
the
101,
point.
get out of here.
That's the point.
Well, she didn't dance well enough.
It's a popularity contest.
Well, she's the least popular. That's why her book was in the dollar section. I said that before, and nobody. She doesn't deserve a platform. She's mean to her sister. She's mean. And Zoe 101, the reboot flopped, and that's what she gets. Trying to trash Britney.
Oh my gosh.
I stand with Britney, okay?
I see that. Leave Britney alone.
Leave Britney alone.
So Justin Timberlake also is reportedly not going to be happy.
Wait, do you want to hear about her dad was
yes.
severely ill, hospitalized with a bad infection.
Severely ill. That's what
He's been suffering a bad infection that required surgery.
Like what kind?
He has been hospitalized for weeks in a special infectious disease facility.
Gross.
What?
Sounds disgusting.
MRSA?
I mean,
what else what's another
infectious disease? That just sounds gross.
Oh, he's also an alcoholic. I don't know. Maybe could it have been
maybe like cirrhosis of the liver?
Ooh, possibly. Yeah.
I mean, karma's a bitch.
Yeah. And he probably doesn't want to read about all the mean, horrible, terrible things he did.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Justin Timberlake, anyway.
Probably doesn't want to read the mean, horrible things, terrible things he did.
So, Justin and Britney dated from 1999 to 2002. Like, that's how long ago it was.
99 to 2002.
It's 2023. Like, it's been 21 years since they dated. That's literally crazy.
Upsetting.
Yeah. I mean, it's a whole person, a 21-year-old person age.
Yeah. Wow.
That's crazy. But it said that he's not going to be happy about the book.
A while ago, I saw that he was trying to stop her from publishing it or talking about him.
He tried to do a cease and desist about him, but it was already too late. Like, the book was already done. Ha! She said, where sources say, allegedly, that this is her perspective of the book. Like, her perspective of what happened. Not what happened. Not what happened. This is her perspective of it.
I mean, the rumor mill has never said anything good about Justin Timberlake in reference to Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Which just is very sad.
But even after that documentary came out called Framing Britney, it was like a 2021. And it was saying how terrible Justin was of a person and a boyfriend, and he cheated on her and all that stuff. He reportedly called to apologize and say how deeply
after
sorry.
that came out?
Yes.
Because it was public knowledge at that point.
Yes.
Trash.
Trash. I mean, his star's not shining very bright right now either.
NSYNC just reunited. I think
nobody likes him.
Exactly. And that's the reason he had to, because he had been like not wanting to reunite with them for years. And then his star is just waning. Like, nobody cares about him anymore.
No.
He's an asshole, apparently.
Yeah.
So he had to cling on to his NSYNC fame because he was going nowhere without it, which, I'm excited about.
I'm hoping that the book does go in depth into her conservatorship and like how she actually grew up and like give us like her side. Like we only hear like the dad's side and how crazy she is. Like, let's hear like what she has to say.
I did just say I stand with Britney, but I am. So she does not come off completely like mentally stable on like Instagram and things like that. No. So how much of the book do we just like take with a grain of salt? Like,
I think the whole entire thing.
Well, but when you publish a book, don't you have to like contact? No, maybe that's not true. So if someone's like writing a book, they have to contact like the people that are talked about to confirm like the details and stuff, because that's what like journalists do and
yeah, but I think
newspapers and stuff.
That may be different if it's like a biography or
but if you lie about someone, it's libel, which is like against the law. Libel.
Yeah, but if you tell a story on how you perceive the situation, like, is that a lie?
I guess no one can be like, you're wrong.
Person? Yeah.
You didn't feel that way or something.
Yeah, I mean, only 2 people know what really happened with Justin and Britney.
That's true.
So, Justin hadn't put out a book, so we don't know what his side is.
I think he's about to put out a CD or something.
For the trolls?
Well, I meant like another Justin Timberlake album. Trolls is literally his biggest success right now.
Oh, terrible.
Which, for the record, those are adorable, great movies, and his voice still sounds great in them. I'm really excited for the boy band version of this new Trolls movie. I cannot wait.
Yeah, I mean, I did you send me the clip?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and it was a cute clip, and I was like, okay, well, I might watch. I don't like cartoons, but maybe I will.
Yeah, you've never been into cartoons or anything, but I think you might like this one. It might. I don't know. We'll see.
You may have to wait and just bring it up on your Tuesday movie night.
Doesn't mean I'm not going to have already watched it.
Well, I've watched all the movies I've said.
That's true.
So Sam Asghari, her soon-to-be ex-husband.
Yes.
He was asked about the book by TMZ, a reporter at TMZ. He was like walking around in like Beverly Hills the other day.
Of course. I cannot stand him.
He's just waiting for the paparazzi.
Yeah.
He's like, hi, I'm over here.
Yeah.
And said that, the book was already published or already like
finished and stuff,
done deal by the time like they decided to get a divorce. So it's gonna be interesting what she has to say about him.
So it could potentially be like, my husband's great, this is all,
exactly,
butterflies and sunshine. Or I wonder if they would just cut that completely after.
No, it was already done.
Oh, you can't like add it again.
No.
I saw that he did say he's back in the dating pool.
Ew.
2 months after his divorce with Britney.
And who did you say that she was like on vacation with?
No, she wasn't on vacation. She was going to like sushi in New York City and ended up running into these 2 Colombian singers, Maluma and J Balvin, and they like flagged her down, and her group, they just joined together. And it said like everyone was in good spirits. Britney was all smiles and happy. Yeah.
Okay.
They weren't like, we're hanging out. But Britney didn't post about it. I think J Balvin, one of them, Maluma maybe. Someone else posted about it. Like that's the only reason people know it happened. But it was just like
these people.
I mean, you don't speak Spanish, so that makes sense.
Okay.
But they are very big like Colombian stars. They're
okay.
And it was just like the most random pairing.
I wonder, like,
ever.
if they are going to come out and say, like, "Oh, she was so weird."
I don't think so.
She was flipping knives all over the table.
Yeah, no. It just said Maluma posted a picture hanging out with them at a members only club.
Oh, members only.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's called Zero Bond, somewhere in New York City.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we covered Britney.
Yep, covered Jada. I'll throw a little
what?
Reality TV star.
I was literally about to say, all right, let's do Jax Taylor. Is that who you're just going to say? Go ahead.
Vanderpump. My guilty pleasure.
Former Vanderpump. He's not even Vanderpump anymore.
Former Vanderpump. Jax was kicked off of Vanderpump for...
Vanderpump Rules for the audience members who don't know.
Yes. What was he kicked off for? I mean, probably being a terrible human.
Wasn't like yelling and just getting upset, and they kicked him off. And,
I mean, he was just a terrible person. But he has since gotten married, have a baby, living life. Well, he has had a resurgence since Scandival. Everybody's, cashed in on Scandival.
Yes.
Jax and Britney, his wife, are...
Then they started a podcast?
Yes.
Yes,
they started a podcast called like Reality Bites or something.
Mm-hmm.
Reality Bites. I think that might be it, actually. And he is now opening a bar called like a sports bar, like Jax's Sports Bar.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? We already have Tom and whatever the other,
Yeah. So
When reality hits
When
with Jax and
reality
Britney.
hits with Britney and Jax.
With Jax and Britney.
Jax and Britney. He's got to go first, of course. So I did listen to like their first 2 episodes of it back when they were talking about Scandival. They had Kristen on there. I think they're still not talking to Stassi in real life, which Stassi got kicked off the show also. But
wasn't hers like...
Yeah, hers was like racial stuff.
Yeah.
It was sad. She was literally canceled for a long time. Yeah. She's back. She's thriving.
She's still racist.
No, she was not racist.
Okay.
She didn't even... that wasn't...
I know you're a Stassi stan.
I am a Stassi stan. Like, she didn't... What she said was terrible, but...
She's learned and grown?
She has learned and grown, and she is now a mother of 2 and married and a stable human being now.
She does seem like she's doing well.
So Jax, he was on his way back from New York back to LA. He was at like a speakeasy opening. Like people are hiring him to come open their bars. And he was flying back on a JetBlue flight. So he was going to literally take a nap because it was like a red eye going from New York to LA, which is like 5 or 6 hours.
Taking a nap on the plane?
Taking a nap on the plane. He was in first class. He was taking a nap on the plane. So he decided to lay his first class seat back when everybody was like boarding the plane and, getting on the plane. He fell asleep. They're taking off. They say, or they're mid-flight. They're about to land or something. I don't even know the logistics of where the plane was. But when he was on Watch What Happens Live, Andy asked him about it, and his seat got stuck in the lay down position. And this douchebag, instead of going back to coach, where they said, we have a seat available for you to sit and coach, since this one is inoperable, we can't land with this seat laying down. We have to set it up. Mm-hmm. He was like, no, I have a child that I need to take to school. I'm supposed to sleep on this flight. You need to turn the plane around.
What a fucking jackass. Oh my God.
And Andy was like, wait a minute. You didn't want to sit and coach in a regular seat because you needed to get back to LA and take your kid to school. He was like, yeah, like I have things to do that next day. Like I needed to sleep on that plane. He was like,
sleep and coach?
So you're telling me that they turned the plane around and made everybody deplane? He's like, no. They turned the plane around, went back to New York, let him off the flight, and he got on another one. And then the plane was just delayed because it had to come all the way back, let him off, and get back on another
My
plane.
jaw's dropped. The amount of ick I get. I mean, are you kidding?
I mean,
the entitlement is disgusting. It's just oozing from him.
I'm like, you are a reality guy. Like, reality. I wouldn't even say reality.
You walk on the
star.
street, maybe 10 people are going to know who you are.
Yeah.
Maybe more than that. But,
And he is on that new show, The Villains, on E! That I think it just started, so I'm going to watch that. But, ick. Like,
all of those people he just like displaced for their day.
So
like,
mad.
are you imagine if you had like a big giant meeting on the other coast and you couldn't be
Jorden,
late.
He was tired and he needed to go to sleep because he had to take his kid to school.
What if there were kids on that plane? Like that's so annoying.
Oh, it was terrible. It just made him a terrible look. A terrible look.
He's always made himself look terrible.
Yes.
He said, so Andy initially seemed stunned and asked Taylor why he wouldn't go back to sit and coach. Because I wanted to sleep, Taylor continued. I was sitting in first class. There was nothing else available. You're going to put me in the middle seat? Oh, my God.
Oh, God. The entitlement is outrageous.
Okay, so he also said that the plane had just left the gate and was only 5 feet away from it when...
5 feet? Really?
when it turned around.
That's from here to here.
Ooh, that's so funny.
So at least it wasn't in the air.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like...
You know how long you sit on a plane to let everybody get on?
Yeah.
And then to have to
It still really sucks.
Ugh.
If we have to turn around at all, I'm mad. I mean,
I would be
5 feet or not, I'm like, you're kidding. You're kidding me.
I would be pissed. Like, get this douchebag off the plane.
He was the only passenger who had to physically get off the plane.
Fucking Karen.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's so funny. You can't take off with a reclined seat.
No.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't talked much about, reality stars, reality things happening.
I mean, the only thing that's really on is Southern Charm, which we talked about that like the first episode, which is like
Dancing with the Stars is out.
Yeah, I know.
I saw that.
I just watched the clips on TikTok. Like I saw Ariana dancing and she had like tennis shoes on. Like they were bedazzled, but she had tennis shoes on with her quick step. And she didn't say why.
Maybe her feet hurt from the heels.
Well, Julianne Hough apparently said, well, I know the reason, but
they wouldn't
maybe
say
you want to
it?
say. And she was like, oh, no.
What?
Yeah, she didn't want to tell why.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
It could be 100 things. But why couldn't you just say it?
Yeah, I don't know. But
that's confusing.
I mean, I wouldn't want to dance in heels either. I could probably dance better in tennis shoes.
I'm sure everyone can. That's kind of unfair.
True, it is unfair. I don't even know who got voted off this week.
Me either. I did see, though, that Harry Jowsey. Did you ever watch Too Hot to Handle? I think it was Too Hot to Handle.
No.
On Netflix.
No.
He was on like one of the first seasons and became famous from that. And now he's like TikTok famous and all this kind of stuff. Well, he's on there now. I think he did another reality show. I don't know, another Netflix series. He's dating his coach.
Of course, they all date.
They were spotted like holding hands, walking through like I can't even think of the word. They were spotted holding hands, walking through a crowd, and then from there, it's like just come out there dating.
Do you know who Brooke Burke is?
I have no clue who she actually is, but I saw her talking about Derek Huff being her coach at the time or whatever, and her being like in love with him.
She said if she wasn't married, she would have had an affair with him.
And he's like 20 years younger. He was like 21 at the time or something like that.
Yeah.
But she said she understood about how people fall in love because you're so close, like your bodies are touching, and it's like more intimate than sex. Like that's what she said.
Ew,
dancing and like being that close to somebody, like you're connected.
No, ma'am. No. No.
I think she's divorced now, but hilarious.
Ugh.
I would like to know what Derek had to say about that. Did you know he's married to
he just got married.
She's a former dancer from Dancing with the Stars.
Well, I see their TikToks. She's a great dancer. I didn't know she was like one of the dancers.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if they overlapped or not. She's not on there now, obviously. That would be kind of unfair since he's judging.
And his sister's hosting.
Oh my God. I didn't even occur in my brain.
Yeah.
What happened to Tyra? No, wait. Was she hosting? She was hosting Dancing with the Stars after Tom Bergeron.
Yeah. But I think it's Alfonso and Julianne now.
Oh. Weird. Alfonso took over America's Funniest Home Videos after Tom Bergeron, too. Connection.
My favorite show.
He's a good replacement, I guess. All right.
That's all the celebrity mumbo jumbo I have.
So Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas, again in the headlines. But I think this is going to be where it fizzles out. I don't think we're going to see much about them in the news anymore. Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner just had their mediation we talked about last week from like October 4th to the 7th. It concluded. So they came to an agreement that the girls are allowed to travel to England and throughout the United States.
So like go on tour.
From October 9th through the 21st, the children will be with the Game of Thrones star, Sophie Turner, during which time they are permitted to travel to England and throughout the United States with her. Then on the 21st, the girls will be returned either with Sophie Turner or the nanny. And at that point, they'll remain with Joe Jonas until November 2nd. So they're doing like 2 weeks and 2 weeks or something. And Joe will have the girls for Thanksgiving, and then Sophie will have the girls for Christmas in the UK.
That's so sad.
And this is Delphine's first Christmas. I would really love to know how they came to like that being the decision, because I wonder what that's like for any parent to miss like a first holiday.
Yeah. And now like they're going to have to, start traditions, and
they're going to be two separate traditions. Which is nothing wrong with that. That's all I know.
Yeah, true.
You just need more to celebrate. It's really not so bad.
No. Because I'm only on one side of it, but the kids, like you, had to do two.
Mm-hmm. So they'll be okay.
Yeah.
So they'll be returned, and then they have the holidays, and then I think they're still doing that whole 2-week thing until the beginning of the year, and then they're going to meet again to figure out a more like permanent solution, which that's got to be tough.
And they're so young.
They really are. So since the mediation happened and they like came up with this solution, Joe's now filed to dismiss his original like divorce petition in Miami.
Okay.
I don't entirely know what that means, because I know like Sophie filed in the UK. So if Joe is like dissolving the case in Miami, does that mean it's going to just be handled in the UK?
I wonder if like American lawyers can even do international situations like that, or does he have to get a lawyer in the UK that knows like the laws in the UK?
Ooh, that's a good question.
But I mean, it would make sense to make it just in one place.
Well, this article literally says that Joe Jonas files to dismiss Miami divorce court after mediation with Sophie Turner, but nowhere in this article does it literally say
clickbait. Definition clickbait.
That is so annoying. Literally nothing. It just says, on Wednesday, the Jonas Brothers member filed to dismiss his petition for dissolution in Miami after he and the Game of Thrones alum attended mediation for 4 days and came to a temporary agreement regarding child custody. So, what does that mean?
I have no clue. No clue.
And then, just bouncing off of this, Sophie unfollowed Priyanka Chopra Jonas on Instagram. She still follows all of the Jonas Brothers.
The shit.
And still follows Danielle Jonas, Kevin's wife. So something's definitely happening there. And they haven't been spotted like together in a really long time. They only have like a few like legit celebrity pictures taken, like paparazzi
like
pics.
The concerts.
And then the stuff like people are getting from concerts, for I guess old concerts, now Sophie's not going, they were never standing by each other. Oh. Literally like separated.
I wonder what it could be.
I don't know. I have my own feelings about Priyanka. So, I am very biased in the situation. And just because she is married to my childhood, my biggest crush ever.
Yeah.
I think she's a bad person. I know nothing about her. So that's just because my child heart, my love is, taken.
So funny.
Yeah, I don't know. There's obviously a story, and it's such a big deal because it's so noticeable. Like it's shade. It's shade. It's definitely like shade. Something is there because
it's very intentional.
Yes. And for her to still follow Joe.
Yeah.
You're literally divorcing him, but you're going to still follow him. But all of a sudden you're just going to stop. The J sisters? You're breaking up the J sisters right now.
And the only one that the whole family is Priyanka that you're not following.
Priyanka wants to be the brightest star, and now she's not.
Oh my gosh.
I hope some stories come out, but I think they're all very calculated, and
oh, for sure.
I don't know if we'll ever actually get a full story on that. Maybe we will.
Give Hulu 3 to 5 days.
I literally just watched Divorcing Jonas today. Hulu is so quick with everything. It was an ABC News episode, which it gave me no information. I was hoping I was going to be able to provide something. It just recapped everything I already knew. Yeah. And then they started talking about just other celebrity divorces. I was like, I do not care about Brad and Angelina.
Yeah. I just, last week and I talked about Ruby Frankie, the YouTuber that is in jail now. Hulu had a documentary literally out the next day. And nothing new. Not one thing new. And it was told in the perspective of a niece.
Someone was just making money. The niece was just here's my part of the story.
Yeah, here's what I think about
it. Nothing to add, but
I haven't seen her in 10 to 15 years, but this is what I think. Yeah. Hulu's just trying to...
Money.
Yeah.
Which they were like that with all the Britney docs that almost immediately came out after everything was happening with her conservatorship.
Yeah, but we were eating that Britney shit up.
I wasn't. I didn't give it. I have no big stories, but I just got some random little side stories.
Go for it.
So Avril Lavigne
yes.
and Tyga, who is Kylie Jenner's, I was going to say baby daddy, former, or her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
From when she was like a teenager.
Yeah. And Brody is Kylie's stepbrother.
Oh my gosh. Who was dating Avril Lavigne? Didn't they get matching tattoos?
Who?
Or Avril Lavigne and Brady Jenner.
I don't know.
Okay, well, they didn't last. But anyway, so Tyga and Avril Lavigne, which is just happens to be the weirdest pairing I've ever thought of in my entire life.
Weird.
I don't know where they met, how they ran in the same circles.
I mean, Avril with Brody was weird.
Avril Lavigne was literally engaged to Maud's son, who I know you don't know who that is, but he is also just a musician, and he is tattooed, bleached hair, like long hair, looks like he would date Avril Lavigne.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden she started dating Tyga and like blindsided Maud's son. Well, so
what's his name?
Maud son, MODSUN.
That's his name.
I
Or is
don't-
that the
I-
band?
It's a stage name. I don't know his real name.
It's a terrible name.
He was also in a throuple with Bella Thorne and
She's so gross.
Tana Mongeau. I don't even know her. Well, I mean, I know her, but I don't know her name. She's a big YouTuber about my age.
No.
Anyway,
No clue.
okay, back to Tyler. Back to Tyga and Avril. So they were dating. They've been on and off since February, and then they got back together. They split in June, and then they like try to give it another shot the next month, and then now sources are saying they are officially done. They are done. No more connection. Nothing.
I don't know one thing about Avril Lavigne, so she could be a terrible person. I have no clue.
There's a conspiracy that she's like not real.
I saw that.
Like she's not the real Avril.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Tyga also has a baby with Black China. I totally forget.
Who has a baby with Rob Kardashian. I mean, it's such a...
Everybody is related to like the Kardashians. It's not even just the Kardashians. The Kardashians are
6 degrees of separation.
Thank you. That's literally what I was thinking.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of the 6 degrees of separation is the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Like everyone can connect themselves to Kevin Bacon in 6 degrees.
Yeah, I think that's like
is
where it originated.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know who
I
came
need
up
to
with
know
that.
how. Can we get ourselves connected to Kevin Bacon?
Yeah.
In 6 degrees. So apparently Selena Gomez and Francia Rossi. So Francia Rossi is the one who donated her kidney to Selena Gomez.
Yes.
And then they had a falling out.
Yes, but we don't know why.
No. So Selena in her documentary, she said she only had one friend in the industry, and that it was Taylor. And Francia Rossi was like, "Oh, really?
Yeah,
Unfollow?
ouch.
Yeah,
Ouch.
literally
I
immediately.
literally gave you a body part.
So then they had a falling out, and then apparently,
so rude. Why would you even say that?
That's so messed up.
I mean,
I only have one friend, and it's not the one who gave me a kidney, not the one who saved my life.
Yeah.
When Francia Rossi talks about how she gave her kidney to Selena Gomez, she said she was kind of like blindsided. She said that Selena was the one who came in and told her she was a match and not even the doctor. And like,
well, she was probably excited.
She was. And she's like, all right, we're going to do it right now. Like, it just happened. Like, Francia had like no time to like just think.
Oh.
Yeah. So they just had like a rocky relationship. Francia said they're like trauma bonded, which I would really like to know everything they've gone through for them to be trauma bonded. I'm sure giving a kidney, losing a kidney is a lot.
Yeah.
But so they reunited back in August. They went to dinner together. So everyone was like, cool, they're friends. Wow. They posted like selfies together, whatever. What?
Francia Rossi is from The Secret Life of
Yes, she is.
Okay.
And what else is she on? She's in the, well, now canceled show with Hilary Duff, the remake of How I Met Your Mother. It's How I Met Your Father.
Oh.
Yeah, it only lasted 2 seasons, but she was on the show. Okay, so they reunited back in August, and everyone was like, wow, cool. They're friends again. And then today, Friday the 13th, Francia posted a picture on Instagram of her and Selena seemingly poking fun at the rumors, but it also seemed like they're teasing like a joint project. And they were wearing shirts that said no beef, just salsa. So like there's no beef between them. So it said no beef, just salsa. And then they hashtagged it. And then
that doesn't even make sense.
What do you mean?
No beef, just salsa? I mean, I would be like, no beef, just cheese, maybe. Like, what does salsa and beef have to do with each other?
There's no beef between us. There's just salsa. We're mixing. We're together. We're
No, that's a stretch. No.
I don't know. So then she shared another picture of them modeling the shirts at a bowling alley and said, exciting news coming Monday with the hashtag no beef, just salsa. So I'm thinking they're going to have a salsa collaboration. But Selena has her show, Selena and the Chef. So maybe it has to do with that. Have you ever seen that?
I know that she has one.
She it started during the pandemic, and she would have like chefs guest star.
Yeah.
And like walk her through recipes, and like she's kind of interviewing them, just talking, and then she's like making whatever it is. Yeah. And something else is happening with that right now. I don't know. We're getting something else Selena and the Chef related, and my brain's gone blank. But I'm wondering if that's what this is.
Did you finish Only Murders in the Building?
Of course I did.
Why is she such a terrible actress? She's terrible in it. She's so melancholy.
She's being the character of Mabel, okay? That's Mabel. That's not Selena.
She's terrible in it.
No.
They could have gotten anybody in that role.
No, they couldn't.
Yeah, they could. She's terrible.
They are a trio.
Terrible. They are not a trio. It is the weirdest trio ever.
I love them. I liked the first two seasons when they were more of a trio than this past season.
Yeah.
But I love Martin Short, and the amount of times I've been like, which of the thick triplets did it? Which, like, all the time, and I don't even know the right words. But it cracks me up. I'm like, all the time.
Oh man, that's funny. Now this will be stuck in my head.
I'll pull it up so you can say
no.
Anyway, yeah, just random. There's going to be some big Selena news on Monday with Francia Rossi. Yeah.
I'm holding my breath.
You don't want a shirt that says no beef, no just salsa?
No.
You like salsa?
I do like salsa, but I don't want a beef shirt.
The word beef?
The word beef just sounds weird. I don't want that on my shirt.
That's so funny. I'm going to put it on a shirt now. You will be getting that for Christmas.
No.
I'm also going to put like a cow. Like,
no that's what I think of.
I mean, it literally is the beef.
A big fat cow.
Or just like a steak. Like
gross. I don't want that on my shirt. No, thank you.
Then I had some like random just side story about Noah Cyrus and Miley. Have you seen any of that?
No.
Okay. So I feel like I just need to preface it. So Tish Cyrus and
the mom.
Yes, the mom.
Yeah.
And their dad, Billy Ray, they're divorced.
Right. She just married the guy from Prison Break.
Yes, Dominic something. Okay. So Miley was maid of honor. Brandy, her daughter, was also there. And Trace, her son, was at the wedding. Noah was not there. And their other brother, Braden, was not there.
Ooh.
So there is a rift. There's something there. And the same day that the wedding happened and like all the photos were coming out, Noah and her brother Braden posted a picture together, and Noah's wearing a Billy Ray shirt, like from the 90s. So people kind of assumed something was going on. And then Billy Ray just got married to fucking Rainbow something.
And she's, barely older than Miley. It's disgusting.
She looks very similar to
Tish. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
But I think she's like 35 and he's like in his 60s.
He looks weird too.
Yeah, but he's like 62 and she's like 30.
Yeah.
Early 30s.
I saw that. Which I'm assuming maybe that's why maybe they don't approve of the giant age gap. But anyway, so people think there's been like something going on. Well, Noah Cyrus commented on a TikTok of a interview that Miley did with Joe Rogan, and it's like a really old interview. And Miley was like talking, it's Brayson. My bad. Her brother Brayson. Anyway. So Miley was talking about like Noah. I'm trying to think. Joe Rogan was asking, about Noah's career, because this is at the time, I think it was like 2020. Noah had released an EP, and so Joe asked Miley something, and she was like, you either become my little sister who kind of wants it, and she just got a record out that I love called The End of Everything. Miley described it as like the most depressing EP you'll ever listen to. She continued saying she's 20 years old. She's emo. She's like an emo kid. She has a song where she says, my sister's like sunshine and I follow her wherever she goes, but I'm more like a rain cloud. She's really got this idea of me. And Noah commented on it like that's a disrespectful, like the disrespect is what she said. So people are like thinking it's alluding to them just not going, like not being close anymore. Also, it's really weird because Miley ended up, so Joe Rogan asked if she sees a doctor, and Miley was like, we all do. Like, there's a doctor on salary. Like, we've been seeing the doctor.
Like a therapist doctor?
I don't know. But people are thinking like it's just too much information about Noah that Noah wasn't like putting out herself.
Yeah.
Like, that's her private business.
Like, that's a HIPAA law, a HIPAA violation.
If you're the doctor.
Oh.
But anyway, so something's going on in the Cyrus family, and I bet we'll hear more about it soon, especially if Noah's publicly commenting on a TikTok from 2020.
Yeah.
She did it on purpose.
Yeah. She went and found it.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning, we're going to our niece's cheerleading game, which technically is a football game, but we're going to watch her cheer.
Obviously.
And then I am going to see the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie at 3.
Of course.
I'm really excited.
Are you going to wear your Taylor outfit?
No, I threw that away. Threw it away because I had a wardrobe malfunction. You don't remember that? It literally day of, the outfit didn't freaking work.
Yes.
So a makeshift outfit. Shout out Megan for the shirt at the time. Yeah, the boots were great.
Yeah.
But no. So I'm going with Cora. And our friend Jessica is coming to town, and we are all just wearing our Eras Tour shirts.
Cute.
Yeah, I don't really feel like being all bejeweled and bedazzled again.
No.
I also don't just have everything bejeweled and bedazzled. I do hope people dress up bejeweled and bedazzled, but it won't be me.
Yeah.
I do still have friendship bracelets left. So I'll probably wear those. And if you want to trade bracelets, then yes, I'll trade bracelets.
Cute.
Yeah, that's about that.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be perfecting my jump rope.
Oh.
I'll be jump roping tomorrow.
All day.
No. But we will work out probably around 11, so.
Can you jump rope and like walk at the same time?
I tried to do a crisscross, and that's when I whipped myself in the back.
Oh, so it's not even because it was windy.
It was windy. It was windy.
You try to be Miss Professional Jump Roper, crisscross and double dutch it all by yourself.
I did. So I haven't perfected that yet.
One day you'll get there.
I will.
Well, I'm excited to hear how it goes. And then eventually you can upgrade to the weighted jump ropes and stuff like that.
Oh, I don't know about weighted. Come on now. I'm actually jumping off the ground.
Barely, apparently.
Well, I'm glad your mood shifted and you're in a better mood.
This did put me in a better mood.
Good. It's those 2 Taylor Swift songs before the podcast pumped you up.
Yeah, and I played her right into the microphone while I was singing, so it's like I was singing with her.
Absolutely.
I was preparing myself for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really put me in a good mood.
Yeah.
Shout out Taylor Swift.
Thanks to everyone for listening. I hope everyone listens again this week. This has been fun to get the little feedback and tell everyone how much they love us.
It's really cool that I kind of like learning as we go and adjusting each episode. I feel like this one, smooth, way smoother.
Way smoother. The first one, still a shit show. It makes me laugh. It makes me giggle.
All right. Thank you for tuning in with us and just listening to our top stories of the week. I hope you enjoyed it. Can't wait for you to hear it. We'll love your feedback.
Again, don't tell us you listen.
No, please do. Please tell us.
Yes,
tell us everything.
It's been fun.
Share it with all your friends, all your family.
Yep.
The more strangers, the better.
Yeah. I will be posting stickers everywhere around town.
Oh, yeah. Look out for our stickers. If you want one, we have plenty.
150.
All right.
All right.
Love you.